Record.
Sweet. All
Yo,
right. Yo, yo. Just when
yo,
you expected or didn't expect,
you
right?
sound,
It's
you might have seen this coming. You
it's
saw what's
about
going on. You
the
see
right
what's going
time.
on. That's right, baby.
Just when things fall apart, we come together.
That's right.
With you, your old friends. Oh, that's what it was. I was wondering if that was a candle and
It is a candle. It's a fake one. It's electronic. Welcome to the future. We've ushered you into the future. Listen, this is the future of the evening soothe. Get ready for regular episodes, 3 days a week, 5 times a day. Joe Rogan, we're going to catch up. This is episode probably 120 or so of the Evening Soothe, baby. Check it out.
take one. And with you, always your loyal friends, comrades, acquaintances, however you want to call us. That's who we are, and it's not offensive. With you, as always,
That's right, baby.
Mr. JKJK and the rickety rickety beat pig.
Yo, oh, what's going
Uh,
on? We're
yeah, yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're
We're the,
here
we're the,
with you.
we're the classic guys. This is JKJK. He's on this side of me. You know him as Mr. I mean, hey, listen, we're not going to get into we're not playing the name game, but I'm Mr.
Yeah.
Beat Pig, and I'm a part pig. I'm a guy. I have human hands. You know the drill. I got these things. You've probably eaten a couple of these in your life, but I'm not for sale and I'm not edible. I'm here to entertain. This is a podcast.
I've seen dogs eat that as a delicacy, and they eat so many good things nowadays. There's like a gourmet lunch for dogs, which looks kind of tasty, to be honest with you. And they put the ASMR to it, which is,
Oh,
yeah, it's
yeah.
quite tempting.
That is nice when they get the dogs eating right next to the microphone. That's
Yeah,
that's a good experience.
you get the
That is a
crunch, the everything, the slurp.
yes, you're getting the dog's mouth sounds. So you kind of you create a picture in your mind of what the inside of the dog's mouth looks like and how you'd map it if you were like a dentist, for example, and you were creating a bridge or implants, dental implants. So
That's
like a fancy feast kind of food, but for dogs.
Yeah, that and a lot of other useful things that we see on YouTube, right? That's what we've been talking about. That's it's a two-edged sword, I guess,
It is.
right? Right before we went on a call, I had probably 10 seconds, and you might have guessed what I did.
I
Yeah, I decided to
guess
see maybe there's something interesting.
maybe we check. We check the. It's like it's not an oracle, but it is a way for us to stay plugged in, and that's where I get most of my news. Really, is from YouTube. I'm listening to Asmongold. I'm listening. I'm getting my news from Loba, the blackjack player. I'm getting my news from people like this, and we've actually stumbled upon a new um, information artist. We'll call them sort of a historian. Um, who's really, I mean, he's kind of on fire right now. There are a few people who are on fire. We've got John Kiriakou, who's on YouTube a lot. He's getting busy. He's doing work for the CIA. I don't know if you know this guy, John Kiriakou.
Might
He's,
have to get into it.
he's an American spy. All right. I think he still works for the CIA. That's what I'm convicted. And
Is he black?
he is not black visually, um,
Okay.
not skin wise. Um, he is American white Jewish, I believe, and he worked for the CIA during like 9/11 times. And then who do we have? We've got this new historian that we're also talking about, and we also got Joe Rogan, who's always basically on the top of the leaderboards of public conversation, um, and kind of basically one of our biggest supporters is Joe Rogan. He watches the show, and we're kind of like a Tom Green. I don't know if you ever saw the Tom Green podcast that he used to do, but he really inspired Joe Rogan, and this show is like that. We inspired Joe Rogan, and he gets most of his ideas from us. We're kind of where he got his idea for his what's his buddy's name again? With he wears the swamp gear. He'll come on and he'll be dressed like a swamp.
Duncan Trussell.
He's like the
Oh,
the
we might
don't.
have to. Uh, one moment. Change of the language. Да-да, она ушла на репетицию.
А кто этот не поставил шланг в туалет? Ты занимаешься?
Я... Нет. Я не поставил разве?
Ты урок делаешь?
Нет.
Выйди в урок.
Uh, 2 minutes, and I will be back.
You got it. Now it's just you and me, folks at home. Listen to me. You've been watching us for years. You're addicted to the show. You can't get enough of me putting cigarettes right by your eyes. Okay? That was 120. This is a $120 webcam. But I do what I gotta do to make you happy. And this is what you like. And you also like coming to the show for technology. You always get your technology news from us. You like watching a difficult to look at video podcast that is hard to hear where the guy's wearing a mask. You like that. And you like the color grading that we do. Then I came up with that myself, where it's two jarring colors and it pumps to insane levels. So that's why you watch the show. Ignore that you saw my face. We don't do face reveals around here. And I just want to thank you again for coming. Don't mind this asshole back here. This is fake. That's not a real guy. That's a fake pumpkin. But he's gonna be back. I'll cut that out in post. I'll edit the me belching out. But we're gonna get into some interesting things here today. We're talking about end of the world. We're talking about nuclear war. We got civil war on the docket. Joe Rogan's gonna come in, I think, later, and John Kiriakou's as a guest. So we're hopping on the train. We got Drewski's gonna be on the next episode. So stick around for Drewski. I might actually just be dressed as Drewski and be playing Drewski. I always thought that would be fun. I have the same face shape here and here. Um, so I think there's speaking Uzbek or Russian. I'm gonna guess Uzbek, but we're gonna place bets. I got money. You can virtually bet on rain bet. Um, but I'll bet I actually don't have any money. Here we go. I got $2. My my $2. I didn't think that was his wife's voice. I think his wife is gone. She would maybe be speaking Russian with him. I don't know that. I'm gonna guess they're speaking Uzbek. $2. I could be wrong. And if it's a terrible tragedy. That's Fight Club. So here's $2. I'm gonna slip that right under the camera here. I'll pretend I slipped that under the camera, put it on the desk. Now, if I'm wrong and you're right, because you said it was Russian, then that $2 is yours. But if I'm right, you're gonna bet $2 on rain bet. I'm gonna try to get this in focus here. And then you're gonna donate that money to charity. Okay, that's how we do it in the Shire. That's how the Evening Soothe rolls, baby. We're a charity podcast. This is a nonprofit. I feel like I'm Robert Downey Jr. right now. I'm in my element. I'm in the zone. These are my golden. I mean, my whole life is my golden years. I got 80 plus golden years. I was born to do this. We got our fucking names in the corner of the goddamn thing. That's a huge mistake. Look at this and look at this. Our fucking first and last names. Hey, Zoom, why don't you put our at home address, fucking my landline number, and my social security number on the screen too. Put a satellite image of my neighborhood with my house, so a big red circle, and a dog holding his fucking finger to his mouth telling shush, like some kind of Twitter or some kind of TikTok shit, some kind of joke, some kind of Labubu Dubai chocolate, tongue tongue Sahur. Now that's something that we're gonna have to talk to JKJK about. Have I been calling him something else? When he gets back, we're gonna find out what language they were speaking, and then we're gonna also find out does he have opinion on tongue tongue Sahur, but probably more important, Dubai chocolate, and has he tried it? There's a Dubai chocolate, dude. I've been eating Dubai chocolate. I've been eating I've been eating Dubai chocolate. Blur my blur my face in your mind. I can't breathe in this fucking thing. I feel like I'm dying when I wear this. I'm drowning. This is like being waterboarded. Okay? I've been eating Dubai chocolates. I've had 3 chocolate bars and I eat them all myself. And they're $20 each. And I buy them from a gas station. I've probably had 4. That's $80 worth of chocolate. I eat all myself and I can do that in a business week or less. Easy. I can do $100 worth of chocolate in a business week. Yo,
Why?
yo, what's
Yo.
up? What's up, dog?
Uh, we had an unexpected emergency.
Oh shit,
As I mentioned before, I was doing laundry, so the hose, which is supposed to put the drained water into the toilet, I forgot to put into the toilet, so it kind of splashed around the floor a little. So I had to, as an adult, take the accountability for the mistake I've made. So I wiped the floor, and it's actually clean now,
dude.
clean, and there it was. So yeah, it's such a bad thing because I don't like when I forget to do things, it's like I feel so guilty and kind of embarrassed because I feel so childish and in a bad way, like I'm irresponsible.
Really, really.
Yeah, because it's not the first time. Like I've before that, I don't know. It's the new feature. I before that it happened once, and I did the same thing but on a carpet. So there was a carpet and it got wet as well, which took a week to dry out. And yeah, felt very guilty. And then one other time I forgot to turn off the stove, which was not good as well because I almost burned the house down as well, I guess. So yeah, again, the accountability felt guilty. Not a good feeling, to be honest. Maybe I shouldn't have felt that. Perhaps I should. For me, it's like a punishment so that to reinforce myself not to do that again.
Right, right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But I bet more than anybody, adults probably burn more houses down than anybody else. So my uncle died in a house fire. Rest in peace,
Oof.
Tom. Um, sorry, that was my dealer just texted me. Um, and so I bet that's not childish. My parents leave the oven on, all the time. I do that stuff all the time. Yeah, I definitely don't want you to feel bad when I hear that. But I get what you're saying, it reinforces to not do it. Um, God, I've done that stuff a hundred times. And like you said, the floor is cleaner than it was before. You actually got two birds, one stone. You should just lie. This is what I do. I just lie and say, I know, honey, this is on purpose. I was gonna clean the floor as well with the soapy water. Don't lie. That's a joke. Kids, don't lie. But you could do that if you're a liar, which I'm not. But you're doing the right thing. You're a good guy. You're an honest guy.
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I tend to lie. I can be quite pathologically uh, obsessed
Ooh,
with
really?
lying. Sometimes I don't know. Like I do it uh, mostly just to not make others feel bad,
Yeah. I do the shit
right?
out of that. I lie like that. Yeah. I lie. There are times I feel totally okay lying, actually. I will lie to somebody who is standing between me and my goals who is in a bureaucratic roadblock position, right? So what I mean is like if it's an honest thing, that's fine. But if it's just like some BS, red tape, I will lie. I will lie. If they're coming to my door asking for Anne Frank and she's hiding in the attic, I'll probably lie then. And then if somebody's asking me something that I think is not their business, I will lie to them. And I actually I respect my friends if I ask something that's personal, like too personal, and they would rather tell me a lie, I'm kind of okay with that. If it's like their business and I'm kind of prying, or not prying, but it's they're embarrassed or something and they want to tell me a lie to, so they don't have to face something they don't want to talk about. I'm kind of okay with that. So I guess that means I'm okay with me doing that a little bit too. Like
Yeah,
lie.
yeah, and I think there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I've been going back to back on the World War II and Jewish people books recently. I read The Book Thief, which took me 3 years to finish. And
Nice.
yeah, I don't know why it was on and off. Perhaps I didn't want the book to f end. That was one of the reasons. And the second probably was that I couldn't really get into it. So for me, it was difficult to continue. But when I was on the finish line, yeah, I teared up. So still touchy. Mm. And yeah, second one, don't remember the name yet, but also kind of like similar something about the World War II as well. So
Really.
coincidence, yeah. And regarding the lying, yeah, I don't know. It's like if there's a scientific research, right? And they ask you, do you eat your boogers? Like, I think people lie.
Oh yeah. I eat my boogers.
That's what the author of a book said. I I came across a book where the name of which was Why It Is Good to Eat Your Boogers.
Really?
And yeah, yeah, I just read the first page and they said, yeah, a lot of people are just too embarrassed to admit it.
Wow.
But yeah, they do it and the result is actually beneficial as it improves your immune system, right? As long as you don't put anything uh external of the external environment into your nose,
Yeah.
right? That might cause complications. However, if you just getting the stuff out and putting it in your mouth, it is totally no. It's a natural habit, right? It doesn't come out of nowhere. It's actually natural for people
Yeah.
to do that. And yeah, it's just improves your immune system, apparently.
Really? Really? I eat
That's
my
what the book said. I don't know. I take everything with a bit of grain of salt, but it kind of like
yeah.
the answer.
well, I that's why I'm so healthy. That's why I'm so immune to the system. Is because I'm eating my boogers constantly for my whole life, and I've never even read that book, so it's just a happy coincidence. Now, you were telling me about a book earlier that you said was called the Easy is like what is it? The Easy Way to Quit Smoking or something? Now, does
By
that
Ellen Carr.
Ellen Carr, The Easy Way to Quit Smoking by Ellen Carr, does that book have anything to do with this booger eating book? Is boogers like eating your boogers a way to, is it like a natural suppressant for your nicotine addiction? Or do you replace smoking cigarettes with eating boogers? You take a booger break at work, for example, 10 minutes for boogers?
Now you can replace things, but it's not a good thing because then you're admitting that you have a weakness for the cigarettes. Right. So what this British guy says is that you should just understand that you should not it should not be replaced by chewing gums or um, like putting nicotine pouches, using Zins, because essentially it's still the same thing. It's just you're supplementing it, which is not quitting. And yeah, so no booger break. It does not quite count as quitting. Of course, maybe within like the first 2 weeks you can do it just because there is a physical need for you to induce nicotine. But if it just keeps going on, it means you're not really done with cigarettes and you're still kind of having that need. He says that even if you count the days that you have not smoked a cigarette, that means you're still addicted. Then why would you count? You're not a smoker, right? Like regular people don't count the days they haven't smoked.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's like the Alcoholics Anonymous. They kind of go the other way, right? They say, like, we are always going to be addicts. Like, I'm addicted to alcohol forever. I can't drink it and I won't drink it. I'm, and they do count the days, right? They're like, I'm 42 months sober, like in 7 days, in 9 days. Like, they got it down. Um, and that's kind of a, I mean, and there's no judgment, whatever you got to do. But that is intimidating. That being an addict for everything, that's sort of a scary, that's a daunting, that's a big mountain to look at. I'm an addict, and every day is a fight against my like crippling addiction to this thing that I can't even touch. That's very scary to me. What I like a lot better, and it's you don't get to pick, right? It's just whatever works for you or whatever ails you. But the idea that yeah, you don't need this thing and that you could sit there forever and not have a cigarette and you'd be fine, right? And that any kind of pressing anxiety, any kind of need or desire or urge that rises up in you is not, I mean, it's psychological, it has physiological effects and is real in that way, but you don't need this thing. It's not a real need, right?
Yeah, and he does have a book called The Easy Way to Quit Drinking as well, actually, which I
Really?
have not read yet because I do not have a problem with it yet, and I do enjoy to drink sometimes. I guess it's
Yeah.
rarely, but on some occasions it is
Yeah.
okay for me. But yeah, I would be interested to see what he does. And I have heard of the AA meetings where they count each day and they even give them some sort of tokens, I think, if they have it, right? And I've even heard a story where a guy kind of exchanges his token for a drink. Uh,
Really? Uh-oh. That's
yeah.
scary. Uh-oh, that guy's sponsor would be pissed.
So yeah, that's it's a very interesting approach, right? That people take to deal with their problems. Like you need to have a really strong will to like to kind of not to indulge into the substance of your choice.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, I don't know. It's a very, very, very strange thing. It's just for me, it was, I wanted to feel the liberation. I don't like when something has control over me,
Yeah,
and like I felt like it had control over me. So
yeah,
that was like the reason why I decided to not smoke.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely feel similarly. I feel like cigarettes and phone are kind of in charge of some of the stuff I do or how I spend my time or my urges and can yank me away from what I'd rather be doing. Uh, or force me to need to do this thing. So I aspire to quit like yourself there. But the phone and eating my boogers, I'd like to find they should write a book, The Easy Way to Quit Eating Your Boogers, for me specifically. Because I need
Well, it doesn't, as long as it doesn't cause the complicate, it does not control you, it does not own you, I
it
think.
controls me and owns me. I have to eat my boogers or I'm freaking out. That's
Well,
not,
there's no scientific complications from it. So I think it's a positive addiction.
yeah, you're right. It's like being addicted to, I don't know, drinking water, drinking fresh
Water.
water.
Oh, yeah, that's a good addiction.
That would be it. That is a good addiction. Do you drink enough water?
Mm. Well, depends.
Yeah,
Depends. After training, I tend to, yeah, just um like drink a liter right away.
yeah.
But like on a regular day, also a liter,
Cool.
but
Hey,
rarely more than that.
that's solid. That's solid. You look good. You've been training. And you said the other day that you thought you looked different, like you put on weight in the cell phone video. But I think that was just the angle of the video or whatever. Because you look good, man. You're looking trim. You're looking in shape. You're in boxing shape right now. I'm
Thank
kind
you,
of
dude.
I'm kind of
Thank
big.
you.
Yeah,
I feel like though I am a little like I feel heaviness. Oh,
really.
yeah, time to distract myself with an addiction. One moment.
Oh,
Алло, алло. Я через 20 минут смогу только выйти. Я сейчас чуть-чуть Ну, я же говорил, что я видео буду записывать, дорогая.
this is cool,
Не, я же сказал, что я вернусь, я тебя провожу. Вот. All right. I think somebody is upset because I told the truth, but again, we're the honest speakers.
bro. It pays off. It's paying off in here and in here and in the long run. You were
Yeah,
honest,
it's painful to be truthful at times.
man. No good deed goes unpunished, bro.
Ooh, that's harsh.
That's
That's
harsh.
deep.
It's not, can't be totally true, but it happens. Sometimes you find yourself trying to do the right thing and it just keeps biting you in the butt. But it's worth it, I think.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's like the Jesus Christ story, right?
Yeah,
That's how it went, kind of.
yeah, yeah, man. I think about Mr. JC from time to time. Interesting character there.
Yeah.
Interesting guy. I think even if it's not true, the theological claims, I'm not saying it's not, but even if it's not, he had kind of a good, I'm not a historian or a theologian, but he had kind of a cool style. He was kind of chill, it seemed. Maybe that's growing up in a kind of a Christian place, but he seemed like he was just like, don't do that. Don't leave that, don't hurt that person. Stop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I Even not growing up in a Christian household and environment, I can say that yeah, it seems like he was a good guy. And even if, some of the things were not true about him, like the very superficial type of walking on water and things like that, right? That's what usually happens to a story, right?
Yeah,
When somebody tells a story, like it tends to be a little exaggerated at times,
yeah,
right? But like the core of it, right? Like the positivity and the goodness, yeah, I do kind of resonate with that part. And
yeah. Same here. Same here. Now, I was talking to our people here. We got millions of viewers, and I'm in the chat, and it's like crazy. I can't even keep up. They got to know, and we're asking. I got to know. I put $2 down. I said, I bet JKJK right now. He's speaking one of two languages. He's speaking either. This is my guess, either Uzbek
haha,
or Russian. Okay, is that
right.
fair to say? Are you speaking one of those?
Okay, yeah, that your guess is correct. Uh-huh.
Okay. And now here's where I might be wrong. The people in chat, they're saying you're speaking Russian. I said you might be speaking Uzbek. I couldn't hear you. This is just based on nothing other than you're in Uzbekistan, and I thought that was maybe not your wife. I thought you brought her somewhere and that was someone else who I thought they might be speaking Uzbek. So who is right? When you left the room to talk to somebody, were you speaking Russian or Uzbek?
When I left the room, there was Russian, and that was my father.
That was your father.
That was my father.
Okay. So would your wife have been speaking Russian or Uzbek?
Also Russian.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she is Russian,
Oh,
like
cool.
more than 50%,
Cool.
I
Cool.
believe.
And then on the phone, that was Russian as well, yeah?
That was Russian.
Okay. That
Yeah.
kind of, I don't know if I could tell the difference, but it sounded sort of Russian, I guess, to me. Do they sound similar?
I tend not to speak Uzbek much, and even if I do speak Uzbek, I have a Russian accent. So
Really?
I think even if I speak Uzbek, you might think that I'm speaking Russian just because of my accent that I have. I have
Cool.
quite thick of an accent when I speak Uzbek or Tajik, which people also do here
Oh, you speak
in
Tajik
Bukhara.
as well. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
just un poquito.
Dude, and you're speaking Spanish? You got freaking five languages right there, dude. Dang, man. With English? Come on. It's impressive.
Yeah, I like languages. I think they tell a lot of like a story, how things have evolved. Like this word soap. Have you heard of soap?
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, like you wash yourself with it,
Yeah, so
like a
that
bar.
word, yeah, it originated somewhere in Europe, right? The word of it, if I'm not mistaken. And then the core of the word, it traveled all the way down to Southeast Asia, and it means like it kind of has the same meaning, like soap in um, and it went like diagonally. So in Uzbek we say sobin, and like in Thailand they say sobun.
Whoa. Whoa.
So yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. That's fucking crazy, dude. That is so cool. Here's something that I thought was interesting. Okay. That's along these same lines. The word for like mother, right? Or mom. I'm not a linguistic expert here, but mama, that's what you say about your mom in English, right? In China, this could be a coincidence, but it's on the other side of the world, right? Like ma is mother. And I think it happens that that is the case in more than a few Brit languages, and that it is the same sound, that it's mom or ma is like the mother. And I think it has like an organic reason. This is all in my head, right? I don't know if it's even super true. I haven't checked too many languages, but anyways, that it's like one of the first phonemes that a baby can make. That it's like one of the easiest. It's just open and close your mouth, right? While you're pushing air out. So that's what all the baby's doing. And then it's pushing air out. And it just sounds like mom. And so the mom, this baby's going, mama, mama. And so I think the baby, we think about this. We think we give the babies the names. The baby named its own mom.
Damn.
Baby came up with the name mom. He's going, mama. And the mom's like, that's me. I'm mama. That
So
baby,
is
that's
a
my favorite.
linguist.
He's a linguist. He's a lingual baby. Okay. This baby invented language.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's wild. That's wild. And it is the same in Russia, right?
Is
And
it?
Russian. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
And I think like in French and others, yeah, yeah. It's quite universal with
what's
like
up?
some slight variations, right? In Uzbek it's people say na na,
Yeah, similar. My
right?
theory,
Which
I
I
might.
think in in the United States at least I've heard that nana is the word for a granny.
Yeah,
Some people use that.
yes, big time. My nana, or
So yeah, yeah, yeah.
banana.
It has this connection which is quite, yeah, them babies are cool,
Babies are cool. They're linguists.
smart.
They're smart. And you were speaking, and I owe the audience, I owe everyone in the audience $2 because I got it wrong. So you'll have to come to my house. You'll all have to just come to my house. So I'll put my, address in the description of this
Some
video.
all now all the millions of
All
the
millions of
online
fans.
viewers are
I'll pay,
gonna.
I'll pay for your flights, but I gotta see you. Bring it on. And if you want to fucking fight me, I'll put my address in the description, and you come to my house, and I'll kick your ass.
Damn, a lot of streamers are actually trying to avoid that because they get swatted.
I know. So the joke is, I'm such a dumbass that I'm gonna like put my information. I mean, look here, look. I don't know if you can see this, but like our names are accidentally in the corners.
Oof,
So
yeah.
I was like, shit, I might as well put my social security number there.
Damn, I thought like one day the geolocator guy would stumble upon our videos and would be like, "Oh, where are these guys streaming from?" And then he would have hard time. But now that he knows the names, I'm pretty sure it'd be like a no-brainer for him to figure out our location.
Dude, Rain Bolt's gonna find us. He's
Is
gonna be in
that the
the next
name?
episode.
Is
I
that the
think so.
guy?
I think so. Nah, that
That
fucker.
guy is insane.
We'll find him. He is insane. One time, dude, I saw him. It was just like a picture of pitch black with like it was like just pitch black, dude. And he guessed where it was. It was like there was like a storm, and he saw it was like black with like a little red and like just flecks of nothing. And he's like, "Oh, I don't know, just Sedan or something." And he was right. And he got scared. It scared him.
Jeez,
He didn't understand it, bro. That guy's locked in. He's pretty
for
good.
sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do agree. I like his skill is quite useful.
That
Just
is a dang.
painting.
That's a super useful skill, bro. He's probably been reached out to by governments. I'd reach out to him if I was a government.
Okay, we're back in this city.
Yo, we back in this city, baby. I just had to I just had to grab a soda. I just had to grab
Oh,
a fresh soda.
Liquid refill. Yes, we do all need that. I've been not having any liquid, and today actually only a coffee, which was the first coffee in maybe like 3 or 4 months. Yeah, I have not had coffee in a very long, long time.
Dude, are you doing quitting your coffee too? That's really impressive, bro.
No, it's just the coffee here is not that potent, so there's no real benefit that I can get from it, right? Just like I get heartburn when I do it on an empty stomach,
Yeah.
and I don't get no energy, so there's no real point in drinking coffee. So I kind of stopped doing that, and I get like quite bad heartburns and from for no well not no reason, but I eat a lot of fatty food, and I think there's something up with my gut where I to a point where I need to get it checked out. So yeah, that was one of the reasons I kind of stopped. Another one, drinking coffee. But today I did, and I felt the productivity, which was quite good. Now I'm like slowly reaching the crash out, the crash point, I guess.
Really, really. Do you take a little nap to kind of start it back up, or do you just kind of power through and get a second wind?
Probably the second option. Yeah, I'm not too. Yeah, I'm not gonna fall asleep now. Like my mind is still racing. It's just
Yeah,
the body's a little exhausted. But no, I'm doing good. Good.
cool.
Yeah.
Maybe you could put your feet up, listen to 15 minutes of the guy telling the future, 15, 20 minutes of that, drink some water. That might be a good, because coffee's like a diuretic or whatever, and dehydrates you, but makes you feel like you're replenishing your, I don't know. So you get some water, get some of that natural energy. You probably pick right back up and be ready for the rest of your day. I'm thinking.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Cool.
Watch the guy. And yeah, I random point that we have not finished on the books, right? We've started on the books and we haven't finished, and I have mentioned in our talk previously about the Iliad, and so most of those things, right? Those long books, they were not actually written down, but actually they were passed on verbally, like as a story, which
Really?
is quite impressive how they managed to memorize all that stuff. Like
Yeah.
if you look at the audiobook, that's like 30 hours.
Holy crap. The Iliad?
So yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah, I think it's somewhere around 30 hours.
Wow.
So it's impressive how people manage to do that.
Wow. So it's like the words that we read, it's not like he wrote the words, he wrote the story or something. He kind of, and the words kind of too, but it's hard to memorize the exact words. So you kind of probably gotta, that's an incredible, the verbal, vocal tradition, oral tradition of storytelling for that to carry all the way down to now we still have his story. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, that's how it was like mainly with most of the literature, I guess, of that time, right? Because we don't really have the uh those texts or
Yeah.
most of them. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty impressive. It's like the Fahrenheit 430 something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh
451 or something. Yeah.
yeah, 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 451.
What are they doing there? Are they burning books or what the fuck are they doing?
They're burning books, yeah, and like little spoiler that in the end, like the he meets a group of people who actually memorize the books
Whoa.
just in case they all get burned.
Holy crap. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, dude. My dad, I mean, it was a different time, right? My dad's 40 years older than I am, but he memorized some crazy sh stuff. Like he memorized all these poems, like the blacksmith's hour or the like all these crazy, and he knows verbatim word for word these weird ass poems. They just did different, they really know like the founding documents of the United States. These are things that I don't know the textual content of, like my dad's generation. They knew it by rote, by heart. They repeated it every day, all the time. And he's 70 years old and he still knows this stuff, like the exact words of this children's poem. It's crazy.
Yeah, I guess there's no like real limit to the capacity, right, of your brain, at least how much it can memorize. So, yeah, I guess that would be like one motivational factor for me to learn another language, right? To just get the push my brain towards the limits. I do also have like a desire to learn a book. I think that'd be kind of good, solid flex.
That would be a huge flex, bro. What book would you memorize?
Uh, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius.
Dude, wow. That's genius, bro.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's what I have in mind.
is it a big book or is it kind of a collection of smaller ideas?
Maybe like I do have it somewhere nearby, probably around like 200 pages at most.
Whoa, that's a solid. You could do it though. That would be so cool. That would be a huge flex. Man, that's cool. Yeah, and you know what? It seems like more than anything, like yeah, like it is almost limitless the amount of memories that and maybe I'm not saying it is limitless, but what I'm saying is that rather than like trying to conserve space and go, I don't want to think about that because I got limited space in my head and I don't want to have to remember the name of this guy. I got all this other shit to worry about. It seems more like the more memory practice you do, the more things you try to remember, the more languages you speak or books you memorize, like the better you get at memorizing stuff and like the better you are at remembering. Like they are memory exercises. And that's like older people, as you get older, you're doing memory exercises, you're taking pills to improve your general memory. And so I think actually like doing that, like the practice of memorizing a book or a poem probably makes your overall memory like better. And just the more you memorize, the better your memory is getting. As opposed to me, I sometimes have this like scarcity mentality where I'm like, I don't want to learn this guy's name, this artist or whatever. I don't want to fill my head with this crap.
Da.
So I'm going to ignore it. And then I have less stuff in my head. So, but I think it actually makes you dumber because like, I mean, are you not memorizing this information that you're looking at, but two, you're also not training your brain to memorize stuff. So it just kind of you shoot yourself in the foot, I think, trying to play it on easy mode.
Yeah, I don't know. I did have, and I do some at times have the same belief that um, I have like a certain limit to what I can know and what I cannot know, right? And the more time passes by, it seems like there is a certain like barrier of how much information can be in my head. So because some things I memorize and there are then others I kind of forget about. Like even with English, right? Maybe it's just because I don't like use it in my daily life as much. There are words that um, I forget about. Like same with Russian and English, right? Just words in general, which is kind of silly to think of that your way of communicating gets lost due to uh, mm, due to some reason. I guess
Yeah,
that the reason that I don't use it. Oh, I started thinking about it, so I got lost.
yeah, yeah. I think you're right. I think it's like like not using it, and yeah. I mean, information that you're not using, it's hard to hang on to for sure. Um, yeah, yeah. But I mean, that's why we go over all types of information. We review science. We talk about history and politics here. We talk about war and nuclear energy and fusion and fission and all the languages. I mean, this is really like the Smart Man's podcast. This is scientists, lawyers, doctors, artists, teachers. What else? Historians, future historians, predictive historians. Who he's one of our newer members. What's his name? He's one of the watchers and listeners. He's
Yeah, Professor Jiang.
Professor Jiang. He's
Hope
also
I
got some.
pronounced it correctly. Yeah, he's one of ours.
He is.
And he's been added to our team due to his coolness.
Hmm.
And yeah, this is like our channel is the way for you to keep your brains active and not to forget who you are, where you are, or keep guessing who you are and where you are. Trying to get from the screen world into the real world. We try to show you, you try to guess, and that's how it works here.
That's right, baby. We are always learning and we're always growing, and we're always learning new languages here on the Evening Soothe. And there really is no slowing down or stopping. And this is really just sort of the beginning of real ramp up in episodes. Again, we're talking 3 days a week, 5 episodes a day. And we're going to catch Joe Rogan. I think he's at 1,500 or so, something like
I
this.
think he's been on a decline. I don't know, maybe it's just my feed that puts him somewhere lower, but like before, I used to get just tons and tons of reels and shorts of his podcast, but now it seems like he's like slowly disappearing. Like I've even stopped shaving my head as often. Yeah.
Oh, dang, dude, because the Rogies, he's falling off. He's not, I don't want to say falling off, but, he's got a lot of things to do. He's got to take care of his dog. What's his dog's name again?
Jamie, pull it up. Yeah, can't do. We need a
Jamie.
Jamie. We do
Jamie.
need a Jamie.
He's got to take care of his dog, Jamie. Bro, you know what we do on this show? You know what we
I
like
do.
to do,
I
okay?
think I do.
Everybody, I think everybody knows what the fuck we like to do on the Evening Soothe. This is not only a show for adults, this is also, I mean, for, I was going to say kids. It's not for kids, but kids, they watch the show sometimes. And we are kids at heart.
That's for the young linguists who stumble upon our channel. This is for you. We have this. I'm already reaching, and you might know what I'm reaching for.
Oh, interesting.
Which is the favorite part of our program,
That's right.
right?
This is always my favorite part here. What do we got?
Uh,
We're doing a review today. We're doing
a
another
review
one.
of a toy. Yeah, that's and I think you might. I said that you might like it, and the reason you might like it is it's this. It has this on it.
Good.
Boom.
Dude, you know me well, bro. Now this toy is a classic. Wow. This is called, what is this here?
I have no idea what the name is, so maybe you could help me out with that.
This thing here, this is a classic. I remember this from my childhood growing up on the farm. This is a magic 8 ball. So these are
Magic
actually,
8 Ball.
that's right. They're actually magic. They're an 8 ball, like from pool, and they will tell you, you ask it a question, and it will tell you the truth, and it will be right 100% of the time.
Yeah, I
Guaranteed.
even before the podcast, like I said, should I record a podcast? And it says without a doubt.
Yeah, there you go. And was it wrong? It was not wrong. Right on the
It
money.
was
Here we
not
are.
wrong. Yeah, very, very, very useful thing that you can implement
Yes,
in your daily life, right?
that's
In
right.
times of struggle, in times of doubt. You
You don't know
use
what.
it, you flip it around, mix it up, have the question, tell it to the 8 ball, and then it gives you this magical solution.
That's right. That's right. Doesn't matter if you're a new parent and you don't know what to do. You're a gambler. You're of a gambling addiction. You're a stock trader on Wall Street. You work in the government. You do your geopolitics. You're in the Department of War. You get yourself one of these eight balls. There's never a question on the battlefield that you don't know the answer to immediately. With the shake of a wrist, flick of the wrist, shake of the lamb's tail, you've got the answer. Can my kid eat this? Is it okay for my kid to watch this? And it's 2 in the morning. Um, you know, do I bet
Says
on
without a doubt.
black? There we go. Betting on black without a doubt, baby. And the kid can watch the stuff at 2 a.m. He's watching Insomniacs with Dave Attell or whatever. Let him do that. I don't think they air that show anymore, but this is a fantastic toy. I say if you got a family, get one for yourself, get one for your spouse, get one for your kids if you got a couple kids. Hell, the dog would love to chew on one.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
Multi-purpose.
Multi-purpose. If you got a pool table, get a separate one for the pool table. You can switch it out if you lose your eight ball.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's what we have for today. It's very, very cool. And we are going to hope maybe implement it when we cannot have a certain answer, no certainty, then we get into it and I have to hold it vertically and it says, ask me later.
Hey, it knows. It knows it's part of the show now. This is a new permanent member, part of the staff and the cast here is the Magic 8 Ball.
Yeah, he'll be answering the questions from the chat,
Good question.
all of them, everything that you need to know. That we have the answers right here in the small, not box, but kind of a sphere.
It's like a round box.
Yeah,
There you go, baby.
Pandora's sphere.
That's right. That's right. So there's a toy review, people. That's why you come to this show. We talk science, politics, war, energy, investing, art, science, and toy. Those are the eight major food groups of knowledge.
The necessary supplements for your survival, the the nutritional benefits of your prosperity.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. We are sort of building a bulwark against ignorance with our informational vitamins
Yeah.
and their
And
toys.
we will be back with you in just a day or an hour at the same spot, at the same place, the double-edged sword. You also call me, him, no, you, too. With you always, Mr. Beat Pig, and JK,
That's
JK.
right, brother. That's right. We love you guys. Peace and love. This is the evening soothe. You know what it is. What do they do here? Korea, we're doing these. Okay, butterfly hearts. Okay.
Yeah, they say that's like an anatomical version because this is the heart and these are the two vessels,
Oh no
kind
way.
of. That's like the alternative
That's kind of beautiful.
option.
That's beautiful. I like that. That's like this. This is a.
Oh,
Don't
yes.
look at that, guys. Don't do that, guys. All right. Are we signing off, my friend?
I think it's yeah. If I don't have much else to add
Dude,
to
they
the
got plenty to
quality.
chew on. They got plenty to think about. They got eight balls to order, and I think we'll see them in about 5.5 hours, 4.5 hours, and
Ooh,
we'll give them another one.
you have a peaceful rest of your day.
All right, brother. You too. Bye, guys. Actually, maybe I'll quit recording and then I'll just say a normal bye to you. We'll do this.
Yeah.
We'll do Nux. Boom.
Boom,
All right, guys. See you. Peace, guys.
boom.